Dear students, till now we have learned how we can create our first project in the Wokwi. So let's just move further and add some parts in the project. For that, as you know, in the previous video we have created our blank project. So let's click on this project. This will lead to a diagram editor over here in which you can add different parts of the project you are going to create. So for that, if you want to add some parts, go to this plus sign and click on this, add new parts. This will lead to a component library where you can add parts in this library. Let's say if I want to add LED, I will click on this and you can see in the diagram editor we have LED added. Similarly, over here you can see in the diagram.json, as I add more parts over here, the diagram.json code will add those parts over here. Let's say if I click on this and add a resistor, you can see that on the left side the code changes accordingly. If you want to move the parts, just click on this part. Let me just close it. If you want to move this part, click on this part and just drag this. You can get this part over here. Let's do with the LED. If you click on this and move over here, and in this way you can move the part. Click and hold the click and then drag your part. The next thing is, if you want to rotate the part, you can click on this and hit R on your keyboard. This will rotate the part in the diagram editor. And if you want to, let's say, delete the part, click on any of the part. Let's say if I want to delete this, I will click on this and you can see there over this is a bin which is signed for deleting this part, and if I click on this delete, the part will be removed from the diagram editor. Let's add more parts and multiple parts. So let's say if I add resistor and I want to create a duplicate of this resistor, if click on this part and hit D on the keyboard, as many D you hit, this will create a duplicate of that part. And if you want to select multiple parts, let's say if you want to select this resistor and this LED together, then click shift on the keyboard and hold that shift and click on this resistor. This will add multiple parts over here. And after that, if you want to move all these parts, click on these parts and move, drag these parts and just place it anywhere else on the diagram editor. You can even copy paste your parts. Let's say if I want to copy this LED, I will select this LED, hit Ctrl C, Ctrl V, you will get this LED over here. Again Ctrl V, let's say over here Ctrl V, you have another LED over here, this one. In this way you can create a copy of that part. The next thing is, if you want to draw the wire between these parts, let's say if I want to connect this resistor with LED, so if I move over here, you can see that it says R10 2, then click on this and now you can see that we are in a mood to draw the wire. Similarly, go to any else pin and click over here. Let's just zoom in. Now you can make a joint over here. In this way you can draw a wire between the components. Like let's say if I collect this LED with this one, resistor with this LED, now I have drawn this wire. If you want to change color of the wire, just click on this wire, and you can choose any of the color over here that is on the these are the colors that are given. You can change that color of this wire. Similarly, if I want to change this wire color, I select the wire and change the color. Let's say this is red LED, I want to use a green one, so let's click over here. The color of LED will be changed. So if you want to delete the wire, click on this wire and hit delete. You can delete this wire. And if you want to switch on the grid snapping, then you can hit G on your keyboard. If I hit G on the keyboard, you can see that now grid is on. If I again hit G on the board, then grid is off. If I switch on the grid and if I want to change the millimeters to inches, just double click on this, it will change. And now it's in inches, now it's in millimeters. So this is just the basic overview of the diagram editor. This is very helpful, very easy to use, and you can simulate any type of the circuit you want on this diagram editor of our Wokwi simulator. Similarly, just click on the save. This will save your project, and if you want to see your projects, just go to this blank projects by tech record, or you can also go to this login and then to my projects. So that project we have created over here is the blank project, in which we have added different parts and have seen how we can add, move, rotate, duplicate a part, delete a part, and even draw wires between that parts. So hope you have understood how you can add components in your diagram editor. In the coming videos we will be moving to projects that will give you a great learning experience.